What up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the review for The Chi Season 5, Episode 1, titled Overnight Celebrity, you guys. We are back with The Chi, you guys. So before we go ahead and get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and are not subscribed, do me that favor by subscribing to the channel, turning on those post notifications, and also by sharing the video, you guys. And with that out the way, without further ado, let's discuss The Chi, shall we? Alright, you guys, so I'm going to hope and pray that Season 5 of The Chi is better than Season 4 because last season really annoyed me with that community outreach with Tracy and Trigg. That was the worst part of the season for me. But hopefully Lena has listened to what us YouTubers are saying, what people said on Twitter. I hope she's listened. And I know she watches us. I know her and her team do watch us YouTubers. So let's hope that they've listened. So this episode, we open up and we see Keisha, you know, she getting her box ate out. I'm like, oh, okay, Keisha, go ahead and get it in. Then we see who was eating her box. I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on with Emmett? Because it's Emmett, and her and Emmett are having sex. So then we see Kev and Lene, you know, they're playing video games with each other, and Kev is smoking. Dre comes up and tells them, like, damn, she get on them about being late to school. Then we see Jada and Suede. They still together, getting hot and heavy. We see Jake, we see Trigg, and we see Shad. They getting ready they having breakfast or whatever they having, and they praying. And then we move back over to Emmett with Keisha. Come to find out, Emmett is just having a dream about Keisha. I'm like, wow, where's Tiff? Well, Tiff busts into the room and wakes Emmett up, telling Emmett that she's getting ready to go stay with her mama. And Emmett gets up out the bed. She's like, well, I hope that, you know, you were dreaming about me, because his dick was on hard. So then we see the kids. So it's Jake, it's Gemma, it's Papa, it's Lene, and it is Kevin in the car. And Kevin, they're dropping Gemma off at school. So now see, here's an interesting thing. I remember what happened last season with Kevin. Kevin and Jake both got into the fight with each other, and Kevin got kicked out of school. But did Jake get kicked out as well? Because I can't remember that. I don't remember, and I refuse to go back and watch season 4 of The Chi. I absolutely refuse to go back and watch that season. So if you guys remember, let me know in the comment section. Did Jake get kicked out as well? Because I thought it was just Kevin. I thought it was just Kev that got kicked out. So Jake is talking about the fact that, you know, he's getting ready to, you know, try out for the varsity team. Gemma says she got band practice, but she says, you know what, I'll be there after. Then, you know, Jake was talking about he don't really miss being at that school with those, I guess, with the white people. And, you know, Gemma, how she is that, she's so deep and talking about what her daddy has told her. Girl, I can do without Gemma. That's another thing that has annoyed me with The Chi is Gemma's character. I don't like Gemma, and I didn't like that direction that they went with Rock, with Tracy and Trigg. So this first episode, Gemma didn't annoy me, so I'm cool with it. And we didn't get a lot of that shit with Tracy and Trigg, but we did get some things about it, and we're gonna talk about it. So then Papa's talking about his podcast, how, you know, those are his people. So Papa still got his podcast. When they were in the car, I'm like, where the hell is Maisha? But let's pause here, you guys, let's pause here and move forward. So you guys, we still have Rock. So Tracy and Trigg, they still have Rock. So I guess the police force is still abolished. Okay, I'm gonna try, you guys. I am really gonna try with that part. That is what annoys me. So we see these two kids, they fighting. So Trigg and Shad, they come in and they break it up. And when you find out what these little niggas are fighting over, they fighting over a block. And even Trigg and Shad have to tell them, like, y'all fighting over some shit that don't nobody own. So it's stupid. So Trigg and Shad tell them that they both doing community service the next day. And they leave. And Tracy was like, that's the kid that killed Ron. That you invited a murderer here. And they were like, he ain't killed nobody. He might have the potential to, but he ain't killed nobody. She's like, yes, he did. She's like, he killed Ronnie. And he said that was for Coogie. Okay. That is a name that is a name that I have not heard in quite some time. Coogie. Coogie was killed in season 1, wasn't he? Or 2? I don't remember. So Tiffany goes over to her mama's house. Her mama ain't really all that happy to see her with that bag of clothes. She was like, "Wait a minute, girl. You said this was temporary." She said, "No, I did not say that." Then she was like, "And this baby ain't even got on no coat." That sounds like my family. That sounds like my family. So she asked her, like, "What the hell is going on between you and Emmett?" She says, "Nothing." She says, "It's that open marriage bullshit. I don't know what the fuck y'all young kids got going on with that. It's not really just the young kids. It's older people who have open relationships. And an open relationship, polyamorous relationship, whatever you want to call it, those relationships can work. The reason why it doesn't work for Tiffany and Emmett is because I don't feel like Tiffany and Emmett, either one, really trust each other enough to do that. And there's a bit of jealousy. Emmett is jealous of her having sex with another dude, and so is Tiffany. So I think with Emmett and Tiffany, they're too immature to even entertain that kind of a relationship. I think that's the issue with Emmett and Tiffany. So we move over and we see Keisha. So Keisha is, getting ready to go check out the dorms because she and her son, Lil Ronnie, she wants to move out of the house because the house has now gotten crowded. That house has been crowded, but now it's even more crowded with Kevin, Lene, Keisha, Lil Ronnie, Dre, and Nina. So Nina doesn't feel that she should move out of the house. Dre is like, "Nah, I think that would be good for her and Lil Ronnie. They'll have their own, they'll be on their own, they'll have their freedom, and this house won't be as crowded as it currently is." So then we find out that Keisha, she's still involved with Christian. We don't know to what extent, but they're still involved. So I'm going to pause here, you guys, and then I'm going to move forward. Child Darnell. So Darnell still got this damn Bluetooth. Emma was like, "Why don't you let me buy you some AirPods?" And he's like, "Hell nah. That's the government trying to keep tabs on you." I was like, "Oh, okay. Whatever you say." So Emmett is asking him for some advice. I was like, "Emmett, this is the last person you should ask for some advice." So he's asking him how to get Tiff back. Now Darnell said something that I actually agreed with. Darnell told Emmett that Tiff don't want your ass. I was like, exactly. He said, "Where is she at now anyways?" He said she at her mom's house. He said, so she had to leave you and go home to her mama. That says a lot. And it really does. It really does say a lot. I'm like, damn. But the thing with Tiff is, the one thing that I remember from last season with Tiff was when she met Iman Shumpert's character, I knew that was going to be the beginning of the end of her relationship with Emmett. I knew that was going to be the beginning of the end. Speaking of which, where's old boy at? Tia's husband. Where's he at? Because she was fucking him as well. Dante. That was his name, right? Dante. What the hell happened to Dante? Well, again, I don't remember. I don't remember a whole lot about season 4. So you guys can fill in the pieces. I don't remember that much about season 4. So next up we see Trigg. So him and Shad, they are looking for a ring. So Trigg is going to propose to Imani. Now if you guys don't know the young lady Jasmine who played Imani, she's gone from the show. And I've heard conflicting stories about why she's actually gone from the show. Because I heard a story that I think they had to have the vaccine. I think they had to be vaccinated and boosted in order to film this season. And this is allegedly, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard a story that she faked hers and they found out about it. And when they found out about it, that's when they let her go. But originally, she was trying to say that it was some issues dealing with her being a trans woman. So I don't know what's real and what's not, but Jasmine, she ain't returning. So this ring that Trigg is buying for Imani, he could have kept that. So Shad has really came around to Imani. He says she's a good woman, despite how he initially felt about her. And we find out that Imani is out of town. I think she is in St. Louis taking care of her mom. So when she comes back, that's when Trigg wants to get down on one knee and propose to her. So then next up, you guys, we move back over to Emmett. So Emmett asks Darnell, has he ever dreamed about another woman? So Darnell says, who you dreaming about? He says, man, I asked you the question. So Darnell says when he was fucking Dom the other night, doggy style, he couldn't bust one. He said, so what did you do? He said, I started thinking about your mama. He was like, man, nah, not my mama. Darnell ain't shit. So, next up, let's talk about Jada and Suede. So, like I said earlier, Jada and Suede, they still together. They still rocking strong. So, Suede suggests moving in with Jada. And Jada was like, wait a minute, what? You want to do who? Jada ain't feeling that. Jada's like, when it comes down to her and Suede, she's happy with the way that their relationship is. You come over, we just do us, basically. Something he's fixing around the house, you do it. He feels some type of way about that because he doesn't live there. He feels like he's basically a fix-it boy. And that could be true. So I'm going to pause here, you guys, and we're going to move forward. So next up, we see Tiffany and Keisha together. So Tiffany is going to go with Keisha to look at the dorm rooms. So Keisha is having a conversation with Christian via text, and he's like, he asked her, did she want him to go with her to look at the dorm? She's like, nah, my girl's coming with me. So then Tiffany is texting old boy as well. Old boy, aka Imani. And he's asked her what she doing, and she like, oh, I'm getting ready to go, check out the dorms with my girl. So Keisha's like, wait a minute, who you texting? She's like, what about you and Christian? And they both like, you know what, let me mind my business. Also, Tiffany told Keisha that she told Emmett that she doesn't want to be married to him anymore. Did I get ahead of myself? No, I didn't. Because Keisha did. No, I didn't get ahead of myself. She doesn't want to be with Emmett anymore. She doesn't want to be married to Emmett. I feel like I got ahead of myself. I did get ahead of myself. I missed the whole entire scene. Emmett. He got drunk with Darnell. He went over to Dolly, who is Tiffany's mama's house. And he tells her he was ready for her and EJ to come back home so the way that they can be a family. And she told him she didn't want to be married to him anymore. And I was like, oh, okay. My thing with Tiffany is Tiffany knew this all last season that she did not want to be married to Emmett. Why didn't you just say it then? When you was fucking on Dante, that is that nigga's name, right? I feel like Corey Hardwick. I can never pronounce his last name. Corey. I feel like Corey's character's name was Dante. Tiffany knew then she didn't want to be with Emmett. Then when she met Imani, she knew she didn't want to be with him. She should have just been honest. But let's pause here, you guys, and move forward. Y'all, Jake, trying out for basketball. I don't know if Jake thought just because he had height, he's tall or what, that he could play basketball. But little nigga suck. And Gemma showed up. When Gemma showed up, she tried to give him. I guess she must have baked something. She wanted to give it to him. He told her he don't want this shit. Nigga, don't. Now, granted, I can't stand Gemma, but Jake, don't be mad at your girl because you can't play basketball. So, Emmett, we see him. He's at his office. Bruh man is down bad. So Trigg comes in, and that's when Emmett told Trigg about, Tiffany not wanting to be with him. And Trigg was like, you know what, you're going to find love again. There's going to be another woman out there for you. I'm like, well, you might want to take that advice yourself because your woman ain't coming back either. I just want you to know that. Your woman ain't coming back either. So Trigg asks, are we still good for the next day? Meaning, can he use his spot to propose to Imani? He says, oh, he didn't know what he was talking about at first. But he said, yeah, we still good. So then you hear some glass shatter. And Trigg goes outside, and that G-Wagon, that little nigga that they told that he was coming to, do community service, he busted his window. Trigg falling behind him. Trigg just started boom, 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 just punching the little nigga. And then he was strangling the little. I'm like, Trigg, you about to kill this kid. But that's what the little boy wanted. He recorded it. He got that whole shit recorded. So then we see Jake, Papa, and Kevin. So they're at Kevin's. They're playing video games. And Papa was like, so, Jake, did you practice at all? Kevin was like, Papa, kill it. But Papa was asking the right questions. Nigga, did you practice? What did you do? Because it feels like you just showed up to this shit thinking, just because I'm black, I'm tall, I can automatically play basketball. So, Jake is in his feelings. I'm like, but he asking a valid question, little nigga. Y'all know I don't like Kevin either. I mean, not Kevin, but y'all know I really don't see it for, what is his name? Jake. So, Keisha, she's sending Christian a voice text message. And the reason why she's doing this is because I'm appreciative of her doing this, because when you send a text message to people don't know what your actual tone is. So the reason why she sent him that is because she wanted him to hear her tone and how she was saying it. And she was breaking up with him. You know, she's saying that right now she just wants to focus. She doesn't want to be in a relationship. She wants to be friends with him. But the only relationship that she wants to focus on right now is a relationship with her son. And I had so much respect for that. So then we see Suede. So Suede, he's apologizing to Jada for being pushy earlier. And Jada says, it's fine. But she does say that, she enjoys living by herself. And that she just, I got here some, I definitely got here myself with the Jada situation. But basically, she likes what their situation is. And he feels like a task boy. So then Shad, we see him. He goes and shows Trigg that video of him beating that kid's ass. And all the comments that are directed towards him, and some of them are also directed towards Imani. And Shad feels like, hey, let's go find this kid, let's talk to him, because he feels like they can get through to him. I was like, do you really think that y'all can get through to this little nigga? He had a whole ass attitude the last time y'all saw him, but okay, if that's what Shad believes, then I'm gonna let Shad believe that. So you guys, I'm gonna pause here, and I'm actually gonna wrap up the episode. All right, you guys, so to wrap up the episode, so Gemma, she's at home, and Marcus comes in there. He's like, what are you doing at home today? She's like, I'm taking a mental health day. I was like, wow, to be a kid in today's society. If I had told my mama back when I was in school that, sis, I'm taking a mental health day, she would have been like, a mental health day, my ass? You finna get your ass up and you finna go to that school. Like, I'm not about to deal with them. No, sir. No, sir. You finna get your ass up. You finna get ready. And you finna go to school. A mental health day, and I know mental health is a big thing, but it's it's like, wow, because mental health days when I was in school, it just wasn't something that they talked. Only time you could get out of school is if it's a snow day, which we didn't have that too often here in Texas. But they would have them, snow days, if you're sick, or holidays. That was really the only time that you could get out of school until I started college. Now, when I was in college, I said if I was at home and so you ain't going to class today? Nope, I'm not going to class today. She's like, okay, that's you, not me. You the one that's paying for it, I'm not. I'm like, yeah, I got this, sis. I got this. So I wish I could have told my mom about a mental health day back then. So Marcus is just wanting to know what's going on with Gemma. And she just tells him that Jake is being an asshole. And she's wondering if she made the wrong decision by breaking up with Kevin and getting with Jake. Only time will tell. So Trigg and Shad, they pulled up on the little nigga. I don't really know what their little conversation was. Because they didn't really have a conversation with little homie. They still basically ended up telling little homie, come down the rock tomorrow, or else we gonna come looking for you. So y'all really just threatening this little nigga to come? Okay. So Darnell, Jada's shower. Remember I told you guys earlier that her shower was broke. Well, Darnell came over with his Bluetooth to fix it. And they were about to get hot and heavy, but Jada had to pump the brakes on that. She was like, we are with other people. Okay. Sometime this season, those two gonna have sex with each other. Mark my words. Kevin and Lene, they went to like a game room. I was a little confused with this scene because I don't know if those two little white boys were coming after Kevin because he was I don't know I didn't know how to read that situation with Kevin and them boys. I do know that Kevin had a flashback to when he first shot Ronnie. Damn. When you look at Kevin when he shot Ronnie and look at Kevin now, that little boy has really grown up. He's really grown up. So Kevin ended up beating those two little white boys and they left. Christian, he's a good guy. You know, he was very respectful when Keisha broke up with him. He took it well. Then Tiffany and EJ, they went to stay with Imani. I'm like, girl, you really took your baby to live with a man that you don't really know. Okay, Tiffany. So Imani did not show up. You know, Trigg was getting ready to propose to her. I guess one of her friends came in to tell him that she saw that video of him beating that kid's ass and she ain't coming back no time soon. I was like, what? Huh? Oh, okay. I guess. And then at the end of the episode, we see Tracy. Tracy is watching. What was she watching? Waiting to Exhale. Then she gets a knock at the door. She goes to the door. Dude is there, and also that guy from the very first season. I forget what his name was. Sonny's brother. What is Sonny's brother's name? I forget what his name is. I forget what Sonny's brother's name is, but he is back. Speaking of Sonny, so we ain't gonna never see Mr. Sonny again? I actually like Sonny. Okay, you guys, that's all I got. Overall, season 5, episode 1, it was a great improvement of season 4. As long as I don't have to see that rock shit again and get the police force back, I will be fine with The Chi. But that's it. Let me know what you guys thought about the season premiere of The Chi, season 5, episode 1. Drop down in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and also share the video, you guys. And until next time, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Socially distance. Be blessed. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.